make it loud, when you make it loud.
Hello, fine feathered voices. Brothers Koren here. Today we are exploring the old, beautiful Greek philosophy, of course, know thyself.
I mean, every culture, every great poet, every philosopher has really ultimately asked us or challenged us to go inward, to not look outside ourselves for the answers. You know, Plato's cave says, don't fall, for the illusions, the dancing shadow puppetry on the wall. Turn back to the source of life, of light. And you are the doorway. You are the key. And we're biased. We believe that the voice given to us as a pathway, as a reliable pathway back home to an experience of ourselves.
Yeah, and Socrates said, to know thyself is the beginning of wisdom. I love that. It's so intriguing. Just the beginning. And yet the greatest, most giant step to us. And regardless of bias around the voice, we can all agree, and we say this quite often in our courses, our programs, and when we're with people, that we can at least agree that we are each here, no matter what religious, spiritual belief, we are each here for a finite period of time, this life.
Can't argue with that.
And we've been each given these bodies to be in, and we're in them. We, whatever the we is, the you that you are, is home here. And to us, your consciousness that you're aware of gets to call this instrument home. This body happens to be an instrument. And that you, from moment one to moment last, are here to sound out and to sound out, but also to feel what it feels like to be alive. We know that beyond just surviving, and that you're also here to drink in the experience of being alive, which is also half of the voice called reception. So there's so many things here that aren't facts. They're just not arguable realities that, at least from this place, this moment where we're speaking and you're watching this video, you are in a body that's an instrument designed to interface with this experience, and only for now, and maybe for tomorrow, but at some point, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's a simple example. You call someone you love, that they know you well, and they pick up the phone and you say, hey, it's me. And they know who me is, right? Aren't you curious to understand, to know, to experience your resonance
Right now, not when you've gone and they're like, remembering you or looking at old videos of you now, right now. So we look to turn inward, and to know thyself. It is directional. It is inward pointed. So we're gonna return to that native state.
There's a song, there's a symphony, there is a sound that perhaps changes, and it's happening in you. There is no such thing as silence, even when you are not expressing yourself or making a sound consciously. Your organs, your blood, your cells, your very cells are resonating and vibrating at many different frequencies. Each organ has its own hum, each song. So together, all of the cells that you are make up this perhaps cacophony, but perhaps symphony, however you want to look at it. And can you tune into that? Can you deepen your listening? Can you listen past your thoughts, feelings and sensations that are perhaps automatic? And can you go inward to hear something else, perhaps a subtler frequency? We're going to just start with a little inner meditation by blocking our ears. And when we do that, what we hear is potentially not only the blood rushing past our cochlea and through our head and our skull, but perhaps we're hearing more than that. Perhaps we're even hearing the sound of our beautifully creative life force pulsing. Our heartbeat causes explosions in the blood, creating oxygen and even infrared light.
Our symphony.
So we're going to close our ears for 1 minute, like Thorald's doing, you can use your thumbs and you can do it like this, or you can use your index finger. But whatever it is, you're going to block your ears, and what you might hear is a low rumble, like you're listening to a conch shell. We're just going to stay in silence here. And right at the end of this minute, we're going to ask you to sing a note. And science shows that the brain is really good at sympathetically tuning to any frequency it's hearing. So just trust that any note, when you sing that note, and we'll tell you what that note might be at the end. Okay, here we go. 1 minute here. All right, sing your note now. So we had different notes, and you probably had a different note. My note was The brain naturally tunes to its surroundings or whatever you're focusing on. And we believe that this note that you were singing was an octave of the core resonance, the equilibrium, resonant equilibrium that your body is experiencing right now, or that was resonating in your head right now, such that your ears could hear it.
It also just gives you an opportunity to just turn inward, to slow down, and to tune in to how it is that you're feeling. Such a simple request to stop and just be with. For those of you that are anxious, my anxious friends, of course, sometimes you'll notice that there's a lot of activity. There's a lot of parts of you that maybe have been out of body. So it's an opportunity to invite all those parts of you, especially those parts maybe you've been fighting or deeming not okay, to just relax back within your container. And that's the other taste we're going to give you today, is to know thyself. We must welcome ourselves as we are first, most importantly. No matter how you're feeling today, be it burnt out, tired, joyful, amazing, energized, whatever it is, anxious, fearful, grieving, at peace, can you welcome it? And so in this moment, we just invite you again to invite that part of you that gets to call this body home, just home, back behind the playground of your face. This is tactile, visceral. Can you allow yourself, as best you can, to just relax and take up the space back between your ears? Call that beautiful mind in to fly freely between your ears, home in your skull. Can you lean back on your spine, and can you take a seat in your own hip bones here? And can you simply allow yourself the privilege, the pleasure of filling up your belly, and like Isaac's doing, just simply exhaling, falling in love with the exhale, letting all of that air that maybe you've been holding in today to be expelled, not because there's something wrong that you have to fix, but there's something possible to feel and to experience. And find that edge of breath now. Go an extra second beyond where you went last time, so that your body wants to naturally fill back up. A natural vacuum rush of air wants to come back in. And as you allow yourself to do so, can we just invite you, if you've done any work with us already, to invite any noises, thoughts, feelings, sensations, emotions home with you in your peripheral, not really focused on any of the noise, but can you allow noise to be home with you? Can you be the parent and the recipient of whatever the symphony is, but can you allow it to be home inward and back with you?
And taking all those little parts of you, tucking them under your wing, and making a sound, perhaps taking the sound that came to you, trusting that you've still got it. And just any sound, as if you're tasting the sound like it was a meal. Just holding onto that note like Thorald, and elongating that exhale into a sound. Inviting all that you're feeling, like Thorald said, into this sound. So however you're feeling today, let it be sounded out. And sending that sound back inward as nourishment, as self-knowledge.
And as you find that hum, just allow whatever you're feeling to be carried on the winds of that hum. Can you simply look toward whatever you feel that needs to be felt just now? What's the next feeling that needs to be felt? Can you allow it to be given voice? Can you know thyself in the next single feeling that has been waiting you to feel? Can you taste it upon your lips now? Can you fall back into trust enough to give yourself the space to feel however it is that you're feeling and carry it on the voice?
Whenever you're ready, just opening your lips, parting your lips to any sound. Setting your voice free today. Perhaps for the first time, perhaps for the many times.
Don't worry about how it sounds. Invest in how it feels.
Yourself, study your voice, find that sound and go into it, feel it. To help you focus on your own voice, we want you to cup your right ear with your right hand like this, cup your face with your left, so you're creating a little sound bowl. Keep going here. Listen in. Find one thing you like, appreciate or love about your voice today.
Just two more here.
Last one, getting to know yourself. Thanks for singing with us today and taking this moment for yourself.
This is just a taste. When we allow ourselves to feel what's gone on felt, to voice what's gone on voiced, to look back inward, to get back in touch somatically, simply with the voice we've been given, to know thyself begins one action at a time. The beginning of wisdom for you. If you've been feeling anxious or unsettled, disassociated or out of yourself, use this video as a simple call home.
Nice one. We could hear you all the way from here.
We want to be your brothers, so subscribe to this channel, and to learn more about how to go deeper with us through our courses and programs, click the link below this video. We'll sing with you soon.